It is kind of crazy to think that we're already towards the end of the year. However, the latter months of the year still have some very interesting PC game releases and some games that I am incredibly excited for. And in today's video, that's what I want to go over, specifically my top 5 most anticipated PC games for the rest of 2019. Obviously, we've got just a little over 2 months to go, and towards the latter portion of December, usually no games come out during that period. But there are still 5 games that I am very much excited for, and as is the world in PC gaming, sometimes a game will just come out of absolutely nowhere, and it'll end up being an amazing game. We just had that with Disco Elysium. That game's got like a 91 on Metacritic, and it absolutely caught so many people blindsided. A lot of people were not expecting that game to be of anything of note. Many people didn't even know the game existed, and then it came out and just got great review after great review, so just keep that in mind. These are games that are being somewhat promoted and games that I am personally aware of. So with that being said, let's get right into it, and I want to kick things off with a game that for a long time was not getting a substantial amount of hype, but has really won over a lot of gamers in recent days, to be perfectly honest, and that is Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. This is a game that I really wanted it to be good. When I heard that Respawn, the guys that did Titanfall, were going to do a single-player Star Wars game, of course I was excited. However, given what EA did with Star Wars Battlefront and Battlefront 2, and this being another EA-published Star Wars title, I approached it with a bit of skepticism. And then we got the gameplay reveal on the title a few months ago. I was like, man, this game just looks there. It doesn't look anything out of the ordinary. However, even after that bland gameplay, I had some hope for it. It's still Respawn. It's a single-player Star Wars experience, and I wanted so badly for it to be good. And then we got all of the preview gameplay drop the other day, the final drop of gameplay before the game comes out on November 15th. And wow, that is the content for the game we should have seen from the get-go. It is shaping up to be really, really good. Why we didn't see that back a few months ago when the gameplay was first being shown off and the, excitement for the game was at the highest, why didn't we see that gameplay then? I don't really know. I feel like the main issue with EA in recent years has been from a promotional standpoint, how they butchered the promotion of Battlefront 2, butchered the promotion of Battlefield 5, butchered the promotion of Titanfall 2. I can go on and on. It's just been really a train wreck in that regard. However, with Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, I really have some high hopes for the game, and I hope it can be that Star Wars video game experience that we've wanted since Star Wars really made a comeback. Battlefront 1 or 2 hasn't really offered me that, even though Battlefront 2 ended up being a very good game by the end of it. I'm hoping Jedi Fallen Order can give me that single-player Star Wars experience that I've longed for quite a while, and it's shaping up quite nicely. Next up, this is one that I've been waiting on for a long time, and that is Red Dead Redemption 2 making the foray to PC. This goes without saying, but everybody and their mother is super excited for this. I think everybody realized that Red Dead Redemption 2, based on all the evidence, was at some point going to come to PC. It was really a question of when rather than if, and the when question was answered. It'll be headed to PC through the Rockstar Game Store and the Epic Game Store on November 5th, and then it will be coming to Steam later in December. Yes, it's kind of a bummer to get it on Steam. We gotta wait a little longer. However, it's just nice to know that Red Dead Redemption 2 will be playable on PC before the year's out, and this is a little bit sooner than I had initially anticipated. For a little bit, I was thinking, man, does Rockstar really want to get this game out on PlayStation 5 and next Xbox, and then release the game on PC so they can get some people to triple dip on the game? Thankfully, that's not the route they're gonna go. They're gonna just put out RDR2 on PC by the end of this year, and it is going to be golden. There's a lot of PC improvements being made. The first game in the Red Dead Redemption series to be featured on the PC platform, RDR2 for PC, features a range of graphical and technical enhancements from increased immersion, along with new bounty hunting missions, gang hideouts, weapons, and much more. Red Dead Redemption 2 for PC also includes Red Dead Online, so there's that. And if you do buy the game through the Rockstar Games launcher until October 22nd with a limited offer, you can get 2 free Rockstar Games PC titles, either Grand Theft Auto 3, GTA Vice City, GTA San Andreas, Bully Scholarship Edition, LA Noire The Complete Edition, or Max Payne 3, so you get 2 out of those 6 games, so that's pretty nice, and you'll also get a bunch of in-game items as well. As far as the game itself, system requirements do look pretty hefty, and if you're looking to play this game at, 4K 60 FPS, it is going to be a rather difficult game to run. However, it's going to have an in-depth PC customization suite, so if you do want to play the game, at a lower resolution, lower frame rates, whatever the case may be, on lower hardware, you are going to have the ability to to do that, so that's great. But Red Dead Redemption 2, we already know, is a phenomenal game. I know some people weren't as high on the game as I was. I don't know why that is. Maybe you didn't like it as much as RDR1, which is fine. RDR1 was a tremendous game, but if you really compare the games side by side, just given the fact that Red Dead Redemption 2 was created on hardware, 8 years after Red Dead Redemption 1, so many technical advancements had been made, I really don't know how you can say RDR1's a better game. Maybe if you compare it, relatively speaking, to the other games being released around the same time, okay, I can understand that. But just side by side, I do think RDR2 is ultimately the better game, but that's just my 2 cents. Alright, next up we have The Outer Worlds, which is a game I've been talking quite a bit about. This is out in just a few days on October 25th, and it will be playable through Xbox Game Pass, which you can sign up for like $1 for your first month. It's $5 a month for Game Pass on PC. It's still in beta. It will eventually go up to $10 a month, but Outer Worlds is the latest game from the guys over at Obsidian, the guys that brought you Fallout New Vegas and a bunch of other quality RPGs, whether it be Tyranny, South Park The Stick of Truth. They've just done some phenomenal RPGs, and The Outer Worlds is their latest title, and it is a single-player, narrative-driven RPG that is very player-driven as well, being that you make a ton of decisions, not only in terms of dialogue, although dialogue choices are a big element of the game, but how you actually play the game. Your character can be flawed. You have companions that you can lead in a variety of different ways. How you assess and attack Outer Worlds is really one of the big elements of the game, and it lends the game to being incredibly replayable as well. So overall, you can expect a quality experience out of this one. It will be dropping October 25th, and unfortunately, it won't be seeing a Steam release, but you can pick it up on Epic Game Store, but ideally, you probably want to go to the Xbox Game Pass route. Again, it's $5 a month. They're always offering the first month or two super cheap. I think you can get the first month for $1. I don't know if they're doing the 2 months for $2 a deal anymore, but whatever the case may be, even if you're paying the $5 a month, even if you're paying the $10 a month, which it'll ultimately be, Outer Worlds is a game that probably is going to warrant $60. So yeah, from that standpoint, it's a ridiculous value, especially considering all of the other games you get, and the game itself looks quite good as well. Alright, so those are the 3 really notable games I wanted to mention. I also wanted to round it out with 2 games that are going a little bit under the radar. First up, we have Sparklite. Sparklite is a game that isn't getting much attention right now, but I do think it's going to get quite a bit of attention after its release, and it's an action-adventure set in a whimsical and ever-changing land. Battle foes in top-down action using an arsenal of gadgets, guns, and gears, explore dangerous corners of the procedurally generated world, take down titans of the mining industry, and save the Sparklite. It's got that old-school pixel graphics look that looks so good. It's an indie action adventure RPG with some great presentation. Looks like it has quite a bit of depth to its gameplay as well, and it was noted that it's inspired by Rogue Legacy and The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past, and if you love games like Zelda, Moonlighter, Stardew Valley, and Iconoclast, a game like this is gonna be right up your alley. Sparklite is due out on November 14th. And lastly, I want to give a shout to Supergiant Games' Hades, which has been available on the Epic Game Store for quite a while, but come December 10th, it'll also be arriving to Steam in the form of an early access release. It is quite far along at this point, so I imagine the full release will be coming, but Supergiant Games are the guys that brought you Bastion, Transistor, and Pyre, some of the best indie games ever released, and Hades looks to be just the same in terms of a quality standpoint. The visuals look stunning, and it has you defy the god of the undead as you hack and slash your way out of the underworld in a roguelike dungeon crawler from the creators of Bastion and Transistor. As the immortal prince of the underworld, you'll wield the powers and mythic weapons of Olympius to break free from the clutches of the god of the dead himself, while growing stronger and unraveling more of the story with each unique escape attempt. The Olympians have your back. Meet Zeus, Athena, Poseidon, and many more, and choose from their dozens of powerful boons that enhance your abilities. There are thousands of viable character builds to discover as you go. A fully voice-acted cast of colorful, larger-than-life characters is waiting to meet you, grow your relationships with them, and experience hundreds of unique story events. As you learn more about what's really at stake for this big dysfunctional family, it's built for replayability. It notes nothing is impossible, signature Supergiant style, the rich atmospheric presentation and unique melding of gameplay and narrative that's been core to Supergiant Games is here in full force. Spectacular hand-painted underworld environments and a boom-plumping original score bring the underworld to life. Supergiant Games' Hades will be hitting early access on Steam come December 10th. Again, it's been available on EGS for quite a while. Not too many people checked it out over there, but hopefully when it comes to Steam, it gets a little bit more attention. And that's going to conclude this video. Those are my top 5 most anticipated PC games for the rest of the year. There are a couple of other titles that are coming out. Games like Need for Speed Heat, I'm hoping will turn out well. Call of Duty Modern Warfare, I've lost a lot of my hype surrounding that game, but there are some other interesting titles, and of course, as is the case with PC, sometimes these games, like a Disco Elysium, will just randomly come out, take the world by storm, and become an amazing game, even without a lot of promotion. So you always have to keep your eyes peeled for that, but as far as my anticipated games for the rest of the year, these are my 5 most. Let me know what games you guys are looking forward to for the rest of the year, and sound off with all of your thoughts in the comments section. If you guys have a request for a future video, you can leave that in the comments as well, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Hey, what's going on, guys? Mush here again. Hope you enjoyed the video. As you guys might know, YouTube's notification system is sometimes a little bit wonky, even if you're subscribed to the channel. Maybe you're not abundantly aware that I uploaded a video. To remedy that situation, make sure you hit the bell notification button. This way, whenever I upload a new video, and I try to upload as consistently as possible, you will be notified directly of the upload, and you can watch it as soon as it goes live. I would really appreciate if you guys hit that button so you can stay up to date with all of the content I'm posting. But as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.